Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us for WNY News Now on this Wednesday. I'm Justin Gould. Our Matt Hummel is on assignment. Happening now, a City of Jamestown police officer was suspended without pay after he was accused of a felony. Plus, a man accused of murder gets his day in court. But first, we get a check of our forecast. Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter standing by for us live. Hey, Dakota.
Hey, Justin, and happy Wednesday to all of you and your vacation. How was it, by the way?
Pretty good, Dakota. Thank you for asking.
Good. I'm glad. Welcome back. We've got 7 more days to go until the official start of spring. It comes up on the 20th. But again, I keep mentioning we'll see if we can get some spring-like weather. It's going to feel like spring over the next couple days. You can see here on the Climate Prediction Center's 8 to 14-day temp outlook. This basically goes all the way until the end of March. And they have us at about a 50% chance for above average temperatures. So this could be a long-time springtime pattern, finally, but we'll see as we go throughout the next several days. First defense Doppler across much of the area is quiet. We've had a few little light snow showers and a few rain showers moving through, but otherwise that is it. Mainly dry, but another system comes our way tomorrow. So hour by hour temperatures will at least rise around 50 to 51 and a mostly cloudy day. Again, more clouds than there will be sun, but nice and warm. It gets even warmer tomorrow, and we bring in the chance for rain and a few thunderstorms tomorrow. We'll time it all out with that Brotherhood Property Maintenance 7-day a little bit later on in the show. Justin?
All right, Dakota, looking forward to that forecast, sir. Thank you. Our top story, a City of Jamestown police officer was suspended without pay after he was charged with criminal possession of a forged instrument. That is a D felony. Jamestown Police Chief Harry Snellings confirmed to WNY News Now Wednesday morning that Officer Kenneth Nels III is still employed with the department but suspended without pay. He was arrested on Schuyler Street Monday night. He was arraigned Tuesday in Jamestown City Court with bail set at $2,000. A court clerk said an order of protection was issued during his court appearance, and the case is now being transferred to another jurisdiction. He's been a Jamestown police officer for the past 4 years. WNY News Now was unaware that he was an officer when we originally ran our blotter report yesterday. In other news, an unidentified man was rescued from Casadega Lake Tuesday afternoon after the Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office said he tried to break through the ice. Deputies responded to a call of a despondent male subject on the ice just before 1:30 in the afternoon. The caller said that they were trying to take the man to the hospital for treatment when he ran from the vehicle and out onto the ice. He then attempted to break through the surface of the ice. Now, deputies said members of the Sheriff's Patrol, Chautauqua County Water Emergency Team, and local volunteer fire personnel established a perimeter around the man. They were able to then establish communication with him, and he was taken into custody for treatment. And a 20-year-old man suffered a leg injury following a crash on Cummings Road on Wednesday. The Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office said that Cody Hunt hit a tree as he tried to swerve around a deer that entered the roadway there. Deputies said Hunt was examined by Fredonia Fire Department for a leg injury. He was issued a traffic ticket for speed unreasonable and failure to keep right. He will appear in the town of Pomfret Court at a later date. And a woman is charged with DWI after New York State Police said she drove drunk on I-86 on Tuesday. Troopers say that 46-year-old Sarah Hallberg was pulled over after she was allegedly driving recklessly near exit 12. Investigators said Hallberg failed several standard field sobriety tests. She was taken to the Jamestown State Police Barracks where she allegedly blew a .21 breath sample. Troopers said Hallberg was processed, issued tickets, and released. She is scheduled to appear in the town of Ellicott Court later this month. Hopefully everybody is having a good Wednesday out there. Coming up next, an annual event to raise awareness for STEM is happening tomorrow. But first, a man accused of murder is getting his day in court. Our Matt Hummel is live in Mayville with the story. Dakota.
Look at the Seneca Allegheny Casino Sky Vision camera. You can see cloudy skies up ahead, and yeah, that snowpack is melting away with those warmer temperatures. More of that is on the way as WNY News Now continues in just a minute.
Live and on demand, you're watching WNY News Now.
Family is so important to Michael and I. Both of our families attend this church. So March 15th is going to be a night that, we're welcoming people. It's not church. It's a family night, we're calling it. It's fun. We're going to have activities for the children. We're going to have music. We're going to have refreshments. There's something for everyone.
All the churches that I've ever been in, I've been in church since I was a little baby, all the way up until now. This church has the most love in it that I've ever experienced.
So like our Facebook page, New Hope Church on Facebook.
We also have a website,
yeah.
newhopejamestown.com.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
When I'm streaming and I'm talking to my community, we have that literally split-second interaction. If somebody says hello, I say hello right back immediately, and it kind of creates that connection. Because my subscribers and my followers, we pretty much go by Re-Up's Army. All the hate and everything that goes around, that's kind of like our mission statement. It's just be positive and enjoy each other's time. It's more or less just trying to use the internet in a positive way. We all from around the world get to connect on the same level, which is, we all love video games. Mixer.com/Re-Up. I'm live every single day, 8 p.m.
Happening now, the murder trial for a City of Jamestown man is underway in Chautauqua County Court. Jamestown police say that David Wagner allegedly shot and killed a man with a single shotgun wound to the head at a Livingston Avenue house last July. Chautauqua County District Attorney Patrick Swanson is the prosecutor in the case, while public defender Ned Barone is representing Wagner. WNY News Now's Matt Hummel was in court this morning. He joins us live now on the phone from Mayville with more on the case. Good afternoon to you, Matt.
Good afternoon, Justin. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All righty, perfect. Thanks for having me on. So, like you said this morning, today was day one of argument. More specifically this morning, Ned Barone and Patrick Swanson both made their opening statements to the jury. Prior to those statements, Judge David Foley, who is presiding over the case, laid out very specific instructions for the jury to follow as the trial process continues. Now, Patrick Swanson was the first person, Chautauqua County District Attorney Patrick Swanson, that is, was the first person to make a statement to the jury. During that, he discussed how during the trial, you will see two witnesses, Daryl Ferraro and Todd Ness. Both men were traveling on Halleck Street the morning of July 24th, according to Swanson, and they saw a long-haired man who is Wagner and another man, Mishishima, in a struggle. They were arguing, and then they saw the long-haired man, who Patrick Swanson says is Wagner, pick up his gun and fire a single shot at Mishishima. And later on, another two witnesses, a married couple, were traveling in the area, and they saw Wagner near Mishishima in a motorcycle. And according to Patrick Swanson, people started screaming at the scene that Wagner has a gun, but Wagner reportedly screamed, and I quote, "There's no fucking gun. There's no fucking gun. He just fell," as in Mishishima. Ned Barone later on made a comment discussing how Mishishima has a history of drug abuse, violence, a series of convictions, and has made unwanted presences on the property of Wagner. Now, of course, we'll have more coming up later on in a written article, but that is the gist, Justin, of what happened this morning.
Now, Matt, obviously this case, is expected to continue, for a number of days, possibly weeks. Have you heard of any sort of timeline yet from the district attorney's office as to how they plan on prosecuting this, or has that been pretty tight-lipped?
That's been pretty tight-lipped, Justin. Now, I will say that Ned Barone did state for the record during the proceedings that, quote, Wagoner didn't have a choice. He was protecting his family and himself against Mishishima. So a self-defense type defense appears to be in the works from the defense.
Yeah, and certainly, this case, certainly captivated a lot of people there who lived in that Livingston Avenue area, and folks who, knew the victim as well. So, as you said, we'll have much more on WNYNewsNow.com as time moves along. Our Matt Hummel reporting live in Mayville. Matt, thank you.
Absolutely.
In other news, feeling tired, daylight savings may have disrupted your sleep cycle. Meredith Wood explains why the National Sleep Federation encourages the country to get their Z's.
It's National Sleep Awareness Week, where we focus on the importance of getting the sleep you need. And of course, it comes right after the start of daylight saving time, when you lose an hour of it. Each year, the National Sleep Foundation conducts a poll cataloging sleep patterns. This year, it focused on how a regular sleep schedule affects pretty much everything in your life. And surprise, surprise, those who reported a more disciplined sleep schedule said they felt healthier throughout the week. In fact, people who stuck to their bedtime and wake time were able to recover better when they did deviate every now and then. And those who had a more erratic approach to sleep were twice as likely to feel a physical effect when they stray from their pattern. Those individuals were almost 3 times as likely to report emotional effects and feel less motivated. So how much sleep do you really need? According to the National Sleep Federation, it depends on your age. Adults 26 to 64 should get 7 to 9 hours a night, while adults 65 and older need just 7 to 8 hours. For today's Health Minute, I'm Meredith Wood.
All right, Meredith, certainly some great information there. Thank you. An annual event to raise awareness for the need for skilled manufacturing will take place on Thursday at Jamestown Community College. STEM Wars, it's hosted by Dream It Do It WNY, starts at 9 a.m. featuring a wide variety of technology-related events and career search for students in Chautauqua County. In the past year, the event has brought together more than 900 students from around the region. Event organizers say students partake in fun and educational events featuring STEM activities, competitions, a local business and manufacturing career, and an on-site team-building leadership skill projects. Middle school and high school students are invited to partake each year and work for weeks in order to advance and prepare various projects for the competition. STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. Event organizers hope to inspire youth to pick a career in that field. Pretty cool. I got the chance to check it out the last couple years covering it, and they're really doing a great job trying to raise awareness for the community and for a pretty good cause there, trying to get kids to become interested in today's manufacturing, which is, officials tell us, much different than, kind of the old-fashioned mom-and-pop manufacturing where it's a dark, dungy factory, and instead they engage in what is very modern, scientific, and using a lot of math and things like that. So good for those kids. Hopefully we'll have a good turnout at that event tomorrow. Well, hopefully everyone is enjoying their Wednesday out there. It's warming up, certainly, across much of Western New York. Everyone is really excited about that. Coming up next, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter is standing by with a live look at our forecast. And later, a Philharmonic fundraiser. It's coming to Jamestown. Details when we return.
Now open in downtown Jamestown, Pearl City Hops, restaurant and tavern.
I have some real old-timey dishes on there that I'm just giving new life to. Like there's a shepherd's pie on there that's gonna have some bison in it, you know, real thick hearty gravy. Then I'm also doing beer flights. We're pairing it with a set of sliders, a set of tacos, and a set of mini rolls. So everything's gonna have its own pair, so you can get a taste of a little bit of everything and all the beers. We don't want to be known as the restaurant in the hotel. We want to be known as Pearl City Hops.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
Turn to Brotherhood Property Maintenance for all your lawn care and landscaping needs, no matter the season. Brotherhood Property Maintenance does it all, from professional plowing during the winter months to expert landscaping all summer long. Count on Brotherhood Property Maintenance for mowing, landscaping, tree work, spring and fall cleanup, plus snow removal. Serving both commercial and residential lots, check out Jamestown's fastest growing landscaping crew on Facebook or call us right now to book an appointment.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
And welcome back to WNY News Now. The high yesterday was 33 degrees. That was right as forecast. And the low was 22 degrees this morning. This is still below average. Again, we should be near 42 this time of the year, but who cares when you had that much sunshine like we had yesterday? It definitely made it feel a lot warmer, and I think made us all feel a little bit happier. The current modest satellite imagery, that's a mouthful, shows us the current ice coverage on Lake Erie. And look at what's happened here with the warmer temperatures and with the gustier winds. It started breaking the ice apart and melting it. The current ice concentration is down to 68%. It was at 92% just a few days ago. Now it's rapidly melting the ice away, and the lake is starting to open up. But back on the eastern end of the lake, there's still a lot of thick ice coverage. But once you work out towards Ohio, there's not a lot of ice out there. Rain over the next 5 days again. It shoots up tomorrow with that frontal system that comes in out of the west. Again, that'll linger through the pretty much through the weekend, and on Saturday, the precip is going to be snow. Sorry to say it, but that's just the way it's going to be. News Now, Cam, again, we have a lot of clouds socking the area, and it's mainly going to remain that way throughout the day. As of noon hour, it's 38. There's that south wind. Again, that southerly wind does help boost our temperatures up, and the wind chill is only down to 32 degrees. So all in all, it's cloudy, but not bad. Here's the storm system. It's right here. You can see all these wind arrows kind of spinning around the deep area of low pressure, which is still out here north of Texas. And all this precipitation is going to be moving our way, but it's going to be in the form of rain. We're going to be on the mild side of it, as we actually do have some warmer air. First Defense Doppler, we have nothing across the southern tier, but I actually wanted to show you this up here near Rochester. All this that you see here is actually not reaching the ground. This is called virga, where this actually is snow, not rain, but it's actually snowing up in the cloud level. But because the dew points are dry, we have dry air down at the surface, it's evaporating as it comes down. So that's just neat. Just thought I'd mention that. That's called virga. Here we go with Future Scan. You can see pretty much dry through the day, maybe a chance for a pop-up shower. That's about it. Dry throughout much of the tonight as well. Maybe a pop-up shower once again tonight. But here comes that frontal system out of the west. You can see it'll start to trigger a few rain showers, but the big mass of rain is still out to our west. Here it comes. It approaches. The actual center is passing west of us, so we are going to get brushed with this. And as we go into late Thursday into Thursday night, again, when you see these yellows and reds popping up here, that indicates heavier amounts of rainfall. Some embedded thunderstorm activity obviously could be embedded within that. Future rainfall amounts, again, I think most areas will pick up about a ½ inch to 1 inch of rain. And again, this will kind of elevate some minor flooding risk because the ice that we have on local streams and creeks could start to melt that. Plus, we're going to add this amount of rain on top of it. So we'll see how this goes, but definitely it's going to be a wet and mild Thursday. So 40 to 45 tonight, that's way above the average for this time of the year, way over 20 degrees above average for the lows. Partly to mostly cloudy. There is that chance for an isolated rain shower, but the majority of the night will be dry going into early tomorrow morning. 7 days down the road we go, and look at that, it's 50. Do I hear a 60? That's tomorrow, and we go to 51. Enjoy it because temperatures go back down into the 30s for early next week, but they start to creep up a little bit by mid next week. Norm has sports. Don't go away.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first. WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com.
Happy Hump Day, sports fans, and welcome back to WNY News Now. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. Now deep into the heart of the Section 6 Class D Boys Basketball Championships, the Panama Panthers need one more win to punch their ticket into the state championship. On Saturday, they will take on the Oppenheim-Ephrata St. Johnsville team in the semifinals. Panama has won their last 7 games, while their upcoming opponent has won their last 12 in a row. The game will be played at Floyd L. Main's Veterans Memorial Arena. The Buffalo Sabres losing streak swelled to 5 games on Tuesday after being blanked by the Dallas Stars 2-0. Roope Hintz scored both of Dallas's goals, while their goaltender Ben Bishop saved all 35 shots faced. The Sabres are still in 6th in the Atlantic Division with 69 points, 3 points behind the Florida Panthers. Buffalo's next game will be tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, as they will host the Pittsburgh Penguins. Despite this losing skid and mounting struggles, Buffalo is still in the hunt for a playoff spot. With a little over 1 day left until the start of the new league year, the Buffalo Bills continue to be active in free agency signings. On Tuesday, the Bills agreed to deals with 2 wide receivers, agreeing to a 3-year, $27 million deal with John Brown and a 4-year, $29 million deal with Cole Beasley. Like their other free agent signings, they will become official in approximately 12 hours at the start of the new league year. Justin, back to you.
All right, Norm, thank you as always. Well, the Buffalo Philharmonic Orchestra will be performing at the Reggie Center for the Arts this summer. Officials at Jamestown Public School made the announcement on Tuesday that thanks to a $50,000 grant from the Jamestown Local Development Corporation's Fund for Downtown Programming, the group will perform The Music of Queen, a rock symphony, on Friday, July 19th at 7:30 p.m. Now, ticket prices start at $35 and are on sale now. They can be purchased at the Reggie Center for the Arts box office or at reggielenay.com. School officials said the concert will serve as a fundraiser for the Jamestown High School Red Raider Marching Band and the a cappella's trip to Disney World in December. Officials hope that the Buffalo Philharmonic Orchestra will perform the musical and attract a large audience to the region that will most likely spend some tourism dollars here in downtown Jamestown at anything from a restaurant to a local shop to a hotel. Yeah, pretty cool, certainly. And you know, there's a lot of places for people to come and stay, especially with that new DoubleTree.
Especially with the new DoubleTree, yeah.
So,
and I gotta say, you know, I lived in Buffalo for 4 years. I've been meaning to go and see the BPO, but I never got around to it. So maybe this might be my chance to see the BPO.
There you go.
And then plus with the Red Raiders.
Yeah, and it's great that it's a fundraiser for the a cappella's Disney trip. I think that's really incredible.
I think they go to Disney almost every year.
Yeah,
I think they do.
And I'm sure that gets pricey. I mean, Disney even for a family of 4, that's big bucks. You know?
You've been there, right?
Yeah, I have. It's pretty nice. So,
I've never been.
I didn't go this last trip on my vacation, but
you just stayed on the beach all day.
hey, you gotta love the beach. So I wanted to show this video, and we have a new. Our producer's telling me I have to reconnect to the AirPlay. Dakota, how the heck do I? We have a new Apple TV, so I can show this thing.
Yeah, you have to go there.
Okay.
Here it comes.
And then it comes up.
Yes, hopefully.
Okay.
If it
hopefully,
connects.
if it connects, okay. But anyways, there's this video. I don't know what the heck's going on. Let's do final weather, and I'll try to figure it out.
Okay.
Maybe our producer
let's
can come help me.
Yeah, let's take a look at the Lynx one. And again, I mentioned this yesterday. We're stretching the days. The days are now getting longer all the way until the end of July. And you know what happens in the middle to the end of July, Jay?
Very hot temperatures?
No. Well, you're close. The days start getting shorter once again. There's the Brotherhood Property Maintenance 7-day. How about 60 tomorrow? Boy, that's going to feel nice, but it's going to be wet. A few showers and thunderstorms mainly later in the day on Thursday, and then temperatures go back down. Once again, St. Patrick's Day mainly looking dry but chilly, and then it looks like temperatures rebound back into the 40s by Tuesday of next week.
All right.
And I think we have whatever Justin's trying to show
yes,
here.
we do. They came over and they physically did it for me. So thank you guys. I appreciate that. But here is the video that I wanted to show you. This is Jahari. She is a giraffe who lives at the Brevard County Zoo with a number of her offsprings and her mate. And this, if you ever get a chance to head to Brevard County, Florida, which is on the Space Coast, as they like to call it, it's awfully close to the Kennedy Space Center and Cape Canaveral, and Melbourne Beach is where we stayed. Melbourne Beach is where we stayed, and it's so cool because you get to feed the giraffe.
Oh, that's cool.
And the whole time we were there, and there was this school trip there also.
Yeah.
You see the suckers.
Is that what the kids are for?
Yeah, see, look at that. Isn't that so cute? Oh, it was so cool that we got to feed her. And I was afraid that she was going to grab the kids' suckers the whole time.
Yeah,
but
it looks like it, don't it?
She's more interested in the plants than in the suckers. So it was really cool. We just want to thank the zoo for their experiences there, and for Jahari for letting us feed her and for not eating the sucker. I mean, giraffes are huge. I'm surprised she didn't eat those kids.
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely huge animals, and they have snakes and alligators and crocodiles and lemurs and monkeys and birds. It's a day. Like, it took us the whole day to get through all of it, and they're doing
Speaking
a lot of
now you said crocodiles, right? Not alligators.
Yes, yeah. They have alligators and crocodiles.
Okay,
so I was confused before I went to the zoo, but they explained it to me.
So here comes the big question. Did you see anybody riding an alligator down the street in their underwear drinking a beer?
Classic Florida, I did not. I did not see that. But
and that's why I'll never work in Florida, because I just made that comment. So.
Well, they love it. I want to see. There was kangaroos too. Can they still see? Oh, they can. Look at that. Wow, this is so cool, Dakota. I love this AirPlay thing. But anyways, so there's a bald eagle. Isn't that amazing?
Ooh.
Yeah. More from the zoo trip. And then I wanted to show real quick without getting myself in trouble because...
personal pictures.
I got to eat this, which was absolutely delicious.
It looks like shrimp.
Yeah. There was this place right next to where we were staying. What the heck was it called? Maybe it'll tell me. Hang on, I can go on the map. I don't remember. It was so good, I don't remember.
Yeah, it was so good. He doesn't remember what the name of it was.
It's called Lou's Blues. This is where we were staying.
Okay.
But it's called Lou's Blues. Anyways, they have a ton of shrimp and delicious drinks. So if you're looking for
what is that?
Something yummy to eat, it's called Lou's Blue Drink.
What's in it?
A lot of good booze.
Ooh.
A lot of good booze. I think you'd really like it, Dakota. So
that's right up my alley.
Yeah.
I like that.
So that's it for us today. Of course, news continues 24/7 at WN9newsnow.com. I know our Matt Hummel will have much more on the website about that murder trial that's ongoing right now in Mayville. So hopefully we'll keep everybody updated on that. We leave you with a live look of the HD News Now cam, some clouds.
Nice
If you
cloud
missed
formation.
If you missed anything that we talked about, news continues 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com. Have you downloaded our app? Pretty important. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.